Welcome back. Wasn't planning on going yard selling, but you know how that works. I went to a few yard sales, Yukon and Mustang only today. I spent $40 at yard sales. I bought from three of them. And then an estate sale in my neighborhood, kind of pricey, but I spent $24 total, and I'll show you what I got. So let's get going. And then I'm going to put up part one of my box from Van, the short part, because it's going to be a long video of the unboxing, and I'll put up part two later this evening. But here's what I spent a total of $40 on. Chopsticks with the, Freddy the Glove, Nightmare, new and sealed. I got a bunch of this G.I. Joe stuff, and I'll show you that in a minute. Some of this stuff I do not know. I think it's Star Wars related, but I just grabbed any toys that I didn't recognize. That's from Street Fighter, I believe. I could be wrong. They're not vintage, but there is some pretty cool stuff in here. There's a speeder, looks like an RC speeder. I grabbed that. This part was, and this is an old gunned elephant. I don't know what he's worth. I'll clean him up a little bit. A stormtrooper, and again, I'm sure he goes on that that speeder. Whoever she is. I don't know what this is, but it has all the parts, it looks like. And I grabbed it because I grab stuff like that. This vintage comb, it was $1. There's another one that's even cooler. That's vintage, has a flower on it, and she wanted $1 for that, so it was part of this $40 total buy. And another couple of toys. Again, I don't know who she is. Somebody knows, reach out, you toy people. Some weapons that are, I believe, G.I. Joe. Another girl fighter. A little, anything I don't recognize, I'm grabbing. And then this is all G.I. Joe little cases. And they all have different stuff. This one has a bunch of weapons. And I know about accessories, so that's why I bought it. This one has some bigger weapons. And the last one has nothing. It's a handle to something. Probably this. And that's not all. I'm still going. The big one will be at the end. A bag of Star Wars stuff. And I just kind of braze through it. I see a lot of accessories. And it looks like a stormtrooper and possibly a coffin in there. A couple of Funko Pops. Frankenstein. And I didn't comp them. She gave me them for $2.50 a piece. They were marked $5. Anything that appeals horror-wise or anything like that, I'm going to grab it. And then this full bag of Star Wars. I see R2-D2, Stormtrooper, C-3PO. Looks like Chewie. I don't know if that's Darth Vader in there, but there's a bunch of figures. I haven't even opened it. I'll do that in another video because I've got so much to show you. That's not all of it from that sale still. It's a whole box of RCA, GE, Motorola tubes. I did a quick just snapshot of it. There are solds anywhere from $125 to $250. I'm going to look them up individually because there are some tubes that go over $100, but there are a ton of them, and I gave $20 for the whole box, the whole case. The case alone is worth $40. Okay, so the figures, the bags of figures and toys with the combs and everything, the Funko Pops, was $15. $20 for the tubes. Then at another yard sale, I spent $3 on two like Guitar Hero drumsticks and a $2 on a size large. I wish it was my size. AC/DC hoodie. And yeah, but I'll figure that out. So $40 at all yard sales. Then I went to an estate sale. I was going to buy a bunch of 45s, but they had 94 45s. They wanted $3 a piece. And then she was going to give me $150 for them. I was like, yeah, I'll pass. But I got these for $2 a piece with the 20% off. So I don't know. Some of these are just the boxes and some have the games in them. $5 was what she charged if they had the game in them. And I haven't opened them. I saw the games. I guess there were a bunch of other ones. They're probably more valuable than these. But people want the boxes. And you see Atari on there. Activision. And then here's one that actually has the game in it. So I paid $5 for it. I don't know what it's worth. My guess is not a ton because the people that know probably already got that stuff. And I spent $24 total at this sale. And then Missile Command, one of my favorite games. Centipede, one of your favorite games. And then the original game of Pong. So yeah, and then the other stuff that I got was some old decals. Maryland Terrapins, Washington, and then two University of Marylands I thought were pretty cool, and then the rest, some old binoculars and a headlamp. So that's what I spent $24 on. And now to Vans Part 1.